The darkness of night. I lay here in the realms of night, heart saddened and worn down. The human weakness of pure fright lies explicitly on my crown. The tears gather in the corner of my eyes and slide slowly down my face. It is these hours of the morning that I get my bellyache. All the worries of the world and life sit with me at night. My children, friends and family deserve a very good life. I myself deserve some good and should be treated right. But unfortunately, people sometimes just want to see you fight. I will be okay in the morning, as the sun rises and day is light, but in these early hours, it's the sadness in the night. Laughter and smiles my children will see when they come into Mummy's room, for I know by now how to disguise this gloom. The woes of the world on our shoulders can only be carried so far, deleted into silence as we accept the tar. Like you, my flesh is dying and will soon see a humility end. I pray for strength and deliverance and a good life to live till then.
Okay, The Darkness of the Night was written in the night. Basically, when the feelings of lowness tends to come in. So when a lot of sort of low thoughts tend to come into the mind, it tends to be in the night. When your brain is very active. In the day you find that you're busy, you might be working, you might be busy with the children, you might be doing a lot of different things that actually stops the activity of all of your sort of lower thoughts, moods, vulnerability coming in. Even you will find that when you're sick, you tend to feel a lot sicker at night. So that was actually written sort of in the night when I was actually exposed and very close to those very feelings of being low, and knowing that actually in the morning I was actually going to feel better, in knowing that all of those feelings that came to me at night, that as soon as the light came outside and daybreak, all of those feelings was actually going to go away. Going to go away in the sense of I was no longer going to be as close to them as in the night. But knowing that the only reason why I was not going to feel them as rigidly and as explicitly is because I was distracted. I was distracted by my children. I was busy because I was going to work. I was, getting on with the, hustle and bustle of living, basically. And that tends to be, I'm not unique in that, in feeling that vulnerability at night when everything just comes to you and you're in that vulnerable consideration.
Laughter and smiles my children will see when they come into Mummy's room, for I know by now how to disguise this gloom. The woes of the world on our shoulders can only be carried so far, deleted into silence as we accept the tar.
Within the darkness of light, when I was describing, the elements of, your child walking into your room and not seeing that darkness, you actually being in a position now to be able to disguise, all of your worries, and, you may very well be worried and your child runs into your room and immediately, those worries are hidden to the point whereby, you greet your child with a smile, you hug them, because you have to hide those worries to be able to secure and ensure that your child doesn't take those worries on and that they feel, loved and secured and confident. And, in those last sort of sentences within the darkness of night where, you actually, where it says, you accept the tar. If you know anything about tar, you know that once it, to put it down is very, very hot. You know, if you were ever to go against that, it would burn you. Yeah. When you put it down, what happens? It cools. Acceptance cools. And that acceptance of what is basically a coping mechanism for us to go forward.